Morning all. Welcome back to the presentation session. So now our next presentation will be presented by Abinash Mishra sir, who is from Dalmia Cement. And about sir, he has a vast experience in concrete industry, cement industry, and overall building materials. And he has over 22 years of experience, and he has worked in multi organizations like ACC Cement, uh, Pidilite, Dalmia, and JK White, and Ambuja Cement. And it's our pleasure, sir, that you are here to present your presentation on green cements. So please, sir, you can.
So, good evening or namaskar. बाय एकेडमिक्स मैं एक सिविल इंजीनियर हूँ, लेकिन बाय प्रोफेशन मैं एक बिजनेस मैनेजर हूँ. तो पहले मुझे ये बोलना सही रहेगा, मुझे लगता है कि पीसी शर्मा जी और संजय पंत सर और बाकी जितने भी इंडस्ट्री के कॉलीग्स हैं, उन लोगों के सामने मैं बहुत छोटा हूँ. इन टर्म्स ऑफ मैं थोड़ा सा कंक्रीट मिक्स डिजाइन भी करता हूँ और ऑफिस में बजट सीट भी साइन करता हूँ. तो मेरा मिक्स ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस इज ऑलमोस्ट लाइक सुपर एग्जीक्यूशन एंड सुपर प्लानिंग स्ट्रैटेजी एंड ऑल. तो मेरा बातचीत करने का ढंग और इसमें ये थोड़ा सा झलकेगा. मतलब हम लोग सिविल इंजीनियर्स हैं, मैं ब्लू ब्लडेड सिविल इंजीनियर हो चुका हूँ पिछले 20-22 साल से. बिकॉज ऑफ दैट आई एम सेइंग, सो प्लीज अलाउ मी टू गेट फॉरगिव फ्रॉम मी. Second है कि आई एम सो हैप्पी एंड प्राउड टू बी हियर एंड रिप्रेजेंट समथिंग which is very controversial yet very interesting subject nowadays for the last 2-3 years. Even the person who is coming to my home, he is asking how green are you. So green is a term which is very vast to understand and explain, but I will try my best. And one thing Sanjay Pant sir told that concrete engineers have got adjectives. Concrete or engineers who are as strong as concrete, agile as concrete and all. My humble submission is the organizing committee should now immediately go and file TM01, TM05 and IPR05 in Government of India sites. Because when I was invited by Ramanji Singh Walia and the organized committee, I saw that concrete engineers have got 4 or 5 organizations in Canada, US and one in Thailand. So we already have got organizations called concrete engineers, but recent amendment in IPR section 6 says that a person can have similar name. That news came day for yesterday, which was ruled by Supreme Court of India. For example, I have got Vikas Bricks, and I also can reapply as VIKASZ Bricks, Vikas Bricks. We can do that. So first let us go and file concrete engineers TM, so that it stays with us, because it's a very lucrative name. When Sanjay Pant sir told, we must understand that how lucrative it is and why he is so gung-ho on the name. And on the subject, we are cement manufacturers. While we present our slides, we'll have Dalmia Cement logo, and from my delivery you will find 1 or 2 times, once or twice Dalmia Cement to be spelled. I'll try to make it as generic as possible. The intention of this discussion we are having, or my presentation, is to understand that as engineers, how green are we? Are we real green? Somebody says that, Avinash, go do M60 grade of trial and reduce water to cement content and push admixtures. Somebody says, no, don't do that. Reduce aggregate and size the aggregates and try to get it by this. Many advices are there. We are trying our best. But as cement manufacturers, we always understand that manufacturing cement needs clinker, and clinker is energy intensive process. And if we can reduce clinker or reduce energy to produce clinker, that is going to help us at large. Okay. So So by saying this, there are 2 or 3 numbers. If we go ahead with those numbers, 880 or 850 kg per ton is OPC 53 grade exert of CO2. Likewise blended, if we consider slag cement, PSC or PPC or composite cement, it ranges from 510 to 530. There are manufacturers in India who claim to be the lowest. There are manufacturers who have shown that they produce 280 or 300 kg per metric ton of clinker or cement. We as a company, in our process, we understand that it is not about reducing the carbon footprint. It is all about creating a stance for nation building. Our company has been accorded with 2018 CP Valence score. We are greenest cement company in this planet. By saying so, we are also proud to showcase certain cases where not going by books and examples that we can reduce carbon footprint by doing this and doing that. I would like to take you through the journey for the last 2 years. We are at a journey to reach 130 million tons. We were 25 million tons. We are now at 40 million tons kind of. By 2030, we have to reach 130 million tons, and everything has to be sold blended only. A cement company who is number 3 or number 4 in country, why they are looking at only blended? Nobody understands language called OPC in our company. Apex members or the mid senior level members, you go and talk to them about OPC, they will not understand. Only blended is the subject which we discuss. Whatever I am going to show you today are actually examples we are setting in industry. I was discussing right now with you, sir, and others, that there are projects of IRCON, there are projects of RVNL where railway also have started according approvals for conducting concrete or doing concrete, may it be shotcrete with set accelerators, bit reduced, and dense concretes M60, M70, M80 with PPC cement in India is one of the best possible monument kind of construction, that is Sibok to Rangpo railway tunnels. Not only that, we also have started understanding M30 to M60 grade of concrete, where we have clearly defined our processes and policies that we are going to do post facto trials and place our cement there. There are, like Ramanjit Singh Walia is our national green concrete technologist. Like him, there are many members in our team who are going and trying to conduct trials at site where we find OPC plus fly ash and OPC plus GGBS. It's a very controversial topic. Many concrete guys are there, many administrator guys are there. They will say that why you have started that topic, which we also do not like. But please believe me, either nobody can change India overnight. OPC plus fly ash and OPC plus GGBS cannot change to manufactured cement, total cementitious content concrete, or produced in a plant kind of style. It will remain 50-50. I'll show you infrastructural growth last 11 years India, what India has witnessed. Those are actually alarming. Very huge, heavy investment has been done by Government of India. And these numbers are based on the projects which are going on and which are completed. It's not like some Government of India project in, let us say, in Manipur, Imphal, there is an airport, we have to have another airport there, bigger airport, and that didn't take off for the last 10 years. It's not like that. This data which I'm going to show you are actually which are being spent. These are taken from Niti Aayog and others. So here you can see last 12 years B2G is business to government, and you can see FY 23, if you see, look at the number of projects by value and number of projects by numbers. This includes PMAY projects where low volume concrete roads are being built. This also includes Bharatmala project where M40 grade of concrete is being built, PQCs are there, shoulders are there, all other amenities in highways. This also includes those state bridge construction corporations investment where bridges were being built, and this also includes those 33 greenfield small and big airports being built in the last 5 years, and another 300 greenfield and brownfield airports coming up in next 1 or 2 years. So why I am showing this? The opportunity to be green is already in our hand as engineers. Simply by saying to reduce reinforcement, to reduce admixture, to reduce water, will never do. We, our organization, we have already believed that we have to reduce carbon footprint by one aim in our mind. That aim is to how many trees equivalent to that carbon emission we are saving, or how many trees of carbon emission we are planting. So it's an assumed number. You will find after this is segmental numbers where you will find all are available for I can share these numbers through Ramanjit. You also can see the total number of projects, which were those projects, which were those projects and which are those projects running nowadays, and all those data which you all have as admixture marketeers and concrete marketeers. So we do bit intensively. We go to project management consultant level, and for example, there is a project management consultant called AECOM. We go to them not selling cement. We do not go and say, sir, please include our cement brand and let us sell some cement there. We go and say that, sir, this is the total project bucket you have for the last 5 years, and these are 2 big new projects you have won for next 2 years. So in this next 2 years, we are going to give you this kind of support to create carbon credit. So if he gets convinced, then he simply shifts from OPC to PPC or PAC or composite cement. Or there are many other ways where he can save from total cement content. Recently, we also inaugurated or unveiled a product called blended cement book, how blended cement can be used and reduced with reduced carbon content of the total construction facility of the total project. So in this, you will find many companies are there. All the leading cement companies are there who are now running a race for proving how much carbon we are saving while we sell cement also. The ethos of the aim is to make our country carbon negative or carbon neutral. We have committed that by 2030, 40 we will be carbon negative, and by 30 we will be carbon neutral. Very difficult to do. You must be knowing a company called Microsoft. They are the first company in the world, before a week or so, they have become carbon negative. There are many companies in this world, they are trying to become carbon negative. Just think of a bullock cart where no force has to be applied and that has to be moving. Is it possible? This is the same case with manufacturing units. Not only cement, there are many energy intensive manufacturing units which are struggling to become carbon negative or carbon neutral, but we are committed. We will be reaching there because we are running fast as we planned. So this is the slide I was trying to show you. This slide it's called slide of Mahabharata for us. There is a positive fight going around in our company. We always keep on thinking how to reduce. So we have kept our target like this. This number says, I'll tell you how. A tree in a year saves 25 kg of CO2. If you manufacture OPC, it's 833 or 830 in national standard, and if you manufacture blended, it's 540, 530 kind of thing. For a ton of cement, if you produce a ton of cement, and if you have got 40 trees, then the total carbon emitted will be nullified. So based on this standard calculation, we have come to a place where we say that if we do not use OPC, then we can plant or we can create assumed plantation of 142 lakh trees. So this is one thing which is a daunting task, but you will find a lot of news flying around with many Indian conglomerates who have started doing CSR in terms of planting trees vis-a-vis getting into carbon neutrality. So from going from gray to green, I discussed this. And these are a few things which makes us proud that we are part of UNFCCC and COP26 and all those things. These are buzzwords right now. And here you will find that we are at, if you see total DDC or Dalmia determined contribution, we are not the lowest, but we are trying to come down further in next 2 years. And again, these are all initiatives international where we are being part of. And this is a small good news. We would like to thank the PMC fraternity that based on our commitment, India's first carbon neutral airport, Greenfield Airport, is being specified specially with our slag cement. And this is the number. If you come to cement, then you see, look at the ordinary Portland cement. I was telling 820. This is based on a number which is produced by many government agencies, including BIS. And if you see the greenest most, which is composite cement, it gives you 330, 360 kind of number. Composite cement is a very new term. In the last 2-3 years, you guys have understanding that composite cement can be used. I would, if any, there are many government Apex members in concrete engineers. Okay, for concrete, which is supposed to be having, it has to reach 10% of the flexural strength of the FCK value. It's okay. Let us not use composite cement there. But what about other spaces? Why we should not use that? Why we should again harp on same 830, 840 kind of carbon numbers by using OPC? So this is a crusade which we are trying to get into the heads of the policymakers, heart of the policymakers, so that they also can change. Like 2009 April, there was a circular from CPWD to all the agencies in government that we have started using reinforcement with PPC. PPC before that was not allowed to be used in reinforcement. So we are trying to create a momentum where government also will understand and try to issue these kind of directives that with this kind of mix proportions of cement, not concrete, it can be also used in RCC. By saying this, I'll tell you I'll show you that live slide. Ramanjit Singh Walia and his team have started using Portland Pozzolana cement in 150 grade of concrete for one metro project without any reinforcement. There are no 500D, TMT and others, nothing. Only copper coated 7 aspect ratio steel fibers are there, and they have started using that. When we presented that topic to the UHPC guys and others, foreign consultant, they said that this science is there and they are ready to do that. Can you come and have collaboration with us? We have signed NDAs, they have signed NDAs and all. But the fact is, just think how much, if cement produces 830 kg per metric ton of CO2, how much steel produces. So we have deleted steel from that concrete, and the science and the patent goes to a gentleman sitting in Malaysia. He is a researchist. He has done that, and on their request we have been doing that. I think in next month onwards we will start supplying in that project also through bulkers. So these kind of efforts as engineers are exciting to be knowing. Whatever I will be showing 4 or 5 slides where you will see we are doing that. I might be taking a lot of time because my 50% of my job goes on making everybody convinced. So please do not get bored. I can crack small jokes also so that you stay glued. And these are all showcase slides where we say that we are Griha Council approved and all. This is one thing where everybody should encourage their organization to get into these kind of things where your organization also takes pride and the stakeholders also takes pride by becoming green. This is not the mandatory certificate to make an organization green, but this is going to pave a way of the inside influencers who are real contributors to organization growth and national. So these are certificates. These slides I will not harp upon more. These are the greener aspect of the cement, where it says that slag and fly ash both are cementitious products. We all know, because we add slag and fly ash in our concrete while we make concrete with OPC. Fly ash being spherical in nature, it has got natural amorphosity and it has got natural gliding capability. Here CSE and other my very close friends who are very close to me for the last 24 years, they might say, Avinash, what are you saying? Then admixture content is not required, it has to be reduced. Only reduction of admixture content is not the function of admixture companies, because these are electromechanical modifiers, they are not chemical modifiers. So by showing this slide, I am trying to harp upon on a point that not only aggregate, cement, sand, admixture, water, post-concreting, pre-concreting, curing and all are energy intensive. Concrete as a whole for next 20 years will become energy intensive. Just think of a concrete roof which is open and made with slag fortification with OPC, which whose Hunter scale glowing factor is 76%, and how much heat it is going to reflect. And if it is a podium floor without having anything and it gets sunlight direct into it, what will happen to us? We'll get whatever sun gives, he will give us return to us. So concrete, as sir also has told, that concrete is a very complex subject and it has to be nurtured, like Sarma sir told that. So it has to be nurtured well. So our intention is to promote whatever is green, maybe fly ash or maybe slag. So this is you'll find this is Portland pozzolana cement. The basic factor is this, and in slag cement you get hedral property, glass content wala slag. If it is ground to a certain fineness, it becomes reactive, and your total cement content or cementitious content of clinker. In a slag cement you have got gypsum, slag and clinker. So clinker percentage reduces, slag also increases, and gypsum content also reduces. By that you reduce total carbon emission of per ton of cement. And this is a hydration process, we all know. This is just reading like book. I don't know how many of you seniors would have been looking at this slide. I understand 7th semester when we were made to see this slide. But this slide I keep on showing to all those friends who are really interested into making it green. The secondary reaction actually makes concrete green. Primary reaction doesn't make concrete green. That is a complex factor. Like if it doesn't get attracted to alkali silica reaction, it has got pH value controlled, and all. Somebody said that PPC cement reduces or increases pH value abruptly. Slag cement doesn't do that. We as engineers, what we can do? Why we should not have? We have got corrosion inhibitors in aggregate. Why we do not have pH modulators, pH modifiers, pH neutralizers? Why we should not have that? This is a food for thought. So I have been working with Pidilite. During that time, I also have been working with Fosroc, BASF, Sika and other friends. I can understand. They come as, तुमको आने का जरूरत नहीं है, please don't come. हम corrosion inhibitor दे देगा. It's okay, but why till from 2007 onwards till today, why we do not have a pH regulator? We must be having that, but in India we do not have. Likewise. So these are green factors of a concrete, which is called durability of concrete. Before 2 years, this RCPT test, surface resistivity test, total permeability test, that water-head or moisture-head permeability test were toll tests. Now these have become mandatory facts of a cement company or a concrete company when they produce the certificates or accolades to a green consultant. There are green consultants in India who only specify green products. They do not encourage anything. But just think, concrete as a mass, cement as a mass, it doesn't have any gender. Cement is very commodity like product. If you go and say something new about cement, so everybody will say that there are 85 topics on cement, you have just told 78th. I know what you have told. He knows all those 85 topics for the last 10 years, 20 years. But what we can do to make that concrete green is the fact we have to have these surface resistivity and these RCPT numbers very low, so that it becomes sustainable and it doesn't attract money. Green also is connected to total money outgo of that project. This is surface resistivity test results, and these both the results shown here. I just want to show about blended cement, how blended cement work in terms of surface resistivity and RCPT test. Since this is the numbers are blended cement numbers are low, these are durable, and you get a green credit, and in a number of years you will find that building to be sustainable. I'll go to case studies. This is Tata Steel, Jamshedpur. OPC plus fly ash, OPC plus slag, and OPC cement used in many cases. We understood that there is a scope where we can go and showcase M30 grade with Dalmia Infra Pro. It is Portland slag cement. Now they have started using in M40, and we sell major share there. And our admixture partners are, I think, Kunal Conchem, Sika and BSF guys. But the intention of showing this slide is saying green is great, but doing green is even better. We feel that we should go to sites, conduct these kind of trials, and showcase that we can also reduce your per cubic meter cost, and with the same strength achievement FCK value, we can use green products, not OPC. 30% of Indian contractors, they use OPC alone. Okay, OPC plus fly ash, OPC plus slag is a different topic. They are also inducing green factor because total cementitious content is being reduced. But what about those projects where nobody knows about fortifying slags? There are highway projects in Bihar. Nobody goes and looks at that place. Somebody takes OPC 43 and huge quantum OPC 43 uses for a simple M30 grade of concrete. It can save a lot of trees, a lot of carbon footprint. So this is GSTC project. You must be knowing, very close to our Honorable Prime Minister. There are 5 or 7 lighthouse projects. Lighthouse means it is not lighthouse nearby the sea. Lighthouse means it is like lighthouse for our country. There are many prefabricated structures being used, fiber reinforced concrete and sintered fly ash, lightweight aggregate, LDA things and all. Everything is being used there, all those modern things. We also have gone there, and wherever they are using OPC 53 and 43 both, we have introduced Portland slag cement. We have got exceedingly well result with cost. Somebody might say that आप सीमेंट कंपनी से हैं इसलिए आप ऐसे बोल रहे हैं, लेकिन जो कॉन्ट्रैक्टर के पास ट्रायल कर रहे हैं वो देख नहीं रहा है सीमेंट कंपनी के साथ काम कर रहा है, वो देख रहा है कि मेरा कॉस्ट क्या हो रहा है. It's a fine line walking, because you have to also understand the total cost aspect and to promote green cement or green intention to that contractor's project. So these are the numbers. Ramanjit can share these slides to all of us in a group. This is open. These are open slides because we have conducted and we are selling there. This is one highway site. There are many myths in that. No, highway में तो मोर्थ का specification है. वहाँ पे तो OPC 53 ही यूज होगा, 43 यूज होगा, FC के वैल्यू से 12 MPa ज़्यादा चाहिए, और ये तो होगा ही नहीं। एडमिक्सचर तो हर हाईवे में क्वारी जो खोद के निकालेंगे वही एग्रीगेट यूज करना पड़ेगा, तो होगा नहीं। सो आई डोंट नो हाउ मेनी रिजेक्शंस। सिद्धार्थ भट्ट इज सिटिंग, ही इज माय कॉलीग, ही इज नेशनल स्पेसिफिकेशन हेड, he must be getting 4 or 5 rejection emails every day from contractors. ना हाईवे प्रोजेक्ट्स में OPC नहीं होगा, PPC नहीं होगा। So we are habituated to that. We have taken 1000:1 success factor, and now it has slowly increased to 1000:10. So guys also have started understanding, and thanks to the fraternity of engineers, many smart engineers are there who are promoting this blended cement in highways. I'm not talking about toll plaza buildings, I'm not talking about shoulders, I'm talking about PQC, the key place where OPC is specified. And believe me, I can send you 25 such letters on international PMCs who have started writing, we would like to promote green cement aspect in highways, and for that, not only our company name, they have written for that Portland Pozzolana cement can be used and in this grade and all, with all mixed design they have proposed, and we have submitted in NHAI. Our company, or one cement, look at one cement company, we have for the first time in India have submitted only blended cement documents to NHAI for approving blended cement to be used in NHAI. So this has to be adopted by others. If it is so, then only green input will increase. So we'll share these slides. You'll find what much of hot-rolled cement ratio was reduced and how much the cost impact of admixture and how admixture was reduced or increased, or cement content reduced or increased. Here you will find the total cement content, total cementitious content, OPC plus fly ash or PPC plus fly ash. Believe us, we have given to 3 RMCs in South: PPC plus fly ash, PSC plus fly ash, PSC PPC plus fly ash, PSC plus slag, PPC plus slag, 5 combinations. Everywhere 80 rupees per cubic meter savings. Only because of the smart admixture guys. I would like to clap for all those admixture guys who are supporting us in this, who are true to the solid content, who are true to the effect of real water reduction, who are real manufacturers. There are toll manufacturers, they manufacture for business, but there are few admixture companies, they manufacture for good, for long run. And those, my salute to those admixture fraternity or the friends who are helping us doing this. And by saying this, I am not apple polishing the admixture guys that we will not reduce your admixture content, we will reduce your admixture content, but we will try to promote more sites. The throughput per site might go down by 3% of total volume. एक आदमी 1 लाख का admixture बेचा उस साइट में एक हफ्ते में, that might be 97,000 rupees, but उसके नज़दीक में और 1,13,000 का ऑर्डर आ जाएगा. It will come automatically because the dependence on admixture is increasing. It is not us only, the largest manufacturer of OPC, I cannot name the company because of my company's policy, they have started sending internal circulars, no more OPC trials please. One single liner coming from managing director to 1,600 sales employees. Can you imagine? This is happening, and this will happen more. India has got 540 million tons of capacity for manufacturing cement, and now 350-380 million tons is being produced and sold. Just think what will happen when it reaches 600 million tons of sales. What will happen to admixture guys? Somebody is from Kunal Conchem. So I know your MD, and he keeps on thriving with energy that for the last 3 years he has been doing exceedingly well. These are the factors which will drive admixture business also if we carefully induce our green factor into concrete. So these are, I took you through highway, took you through some, I think, normal industrial project. This is a bridge. All those, this is composite cement. This is not even slag and fly ash. We have done it in composite cement, and we are selling here. This is the biggest of the biggest. Everybody knows, Kar Gupta ji knows better, P. Sarma ji knows, many of our industry colleagues knows that their slag cement is specified. It is not Dalmia cement or something, it is slag cement is specified in many of the sections of rail. But we went there and we also did number of trials, and we have been proving what is better in terms of savings and green. This is NTPC. Here I was discussing about lightweight aggregate concrete with LD. And this is the green factor of this cement. We are sailing in a use case of Chennai airport and Calicut airport, where they wanted the taxiway to be open in 7 days. We requested for 3 days. They didn't listen because AI headquarters sent confidence that 7 days may open. And after 7 days, traffic was allowed. And when you fly from Chennai airport towards Delhi, southeast side, you will find a very bright patch, very bright patch. It is sunny day. That bright patch will blind you. It's almost like made with white cement. That patch, big patch, H2 taxiway patch, is Dalmia infragreen, and all other patches also be heavy savings in QA, that ponding, and bit not so carbon neutral or not so carbon savings by spraying wax-based curing compound. So that also has got some energy points included in that project. And you can reduce cement content also. In 150, in 160 and above, 150 and above, you clearly see reduction of total cement content, hence total carbon content of that compound.
60 days there is no further gain of strength?
It is there, it is there. We all know that there are many, in IIT Madras and IIT Delhi, there are many research have been done in 156 days, which was done by IIT in 2000. So after those 156 days, another 90 days also will be seen in terms of entering information. The rate of gain of strength was directly related to the entering information in latter days. Now it is not because we are using MSAT and others in many cases. So nobody is linking entering a total entering information to rate of gain of strength from 1 day to 156 days, then 90 days. So why I am saying this? From 28 days, from 7 days till 28 days, we will have a rate of gain of strength, but it is designed to cross FCK by 12 MPa, 12 MPa, 15 MPa frequency. And it doesn't have beta hydration because I think I am loud enough. I don't want to trouble you. It's okay. I am loud enough. This video will show how fluid. Produces a concrete where you will find zero permeability. Can you believe it? But the patent has been given based on zero permeability. So this is made like that only. Many things fade away when we say it has got zero permeability. So because of that, we can say that it is corrosion resistant. We do not need IS 9103. So we can say many things for this, but we are not promoting the way I am saying. We are promoting mainly where we can solve our green problem, and customer is benefited with numbers. There are many things in this country where they claim, but actually it doesn't hit the pocket. No, it has to hit pocket positively, but it is hitting pocket positively. And commercially, engineers are not that interested in commercial number, but please believe me, we sell it at 45% more than normal cement per bag. So because it solves a lot of things. So these are the fibers where stainless steel, TMT steel is deleted from that UHPC. And this is part of the mix design. And all those slides which I have shown are based on live trials, efforts at site. It might have bored you a bit. We do not want to commit green, or we do not want to talk green taking from some international publication and copy pasting it and saying big English words which will create ripple. That is not the way our civil engineers to work. Civil engineer will work where he can prove that something is being changed or something he can create. So I thought I am invited to speak here. So I thought this is going to help you understand why we are saying that we are greenest cement company in this country. And this is it from my side. I think I took 45 minutes of your valuable time. My sincere thanks to concrete engineers and the organizers and the delegates who are here with me. I am very proud to share the dais with P.C. Sharma sir and Sanjay Panji and my other colleague. I am still learning. I am at, I think I am only 60% efficiency to be an engineer. So when I go to a site, I read many things before night, because I think a question asked to a सिविल इंजीनियर का चोला पहना हुआ इंजीनियर को अगर रियल इंजीनियर पूछ लिया तो वहाँ पे तो so I read and I go, and I am so blessed to be a civil engineer. I started my career in 1996 being a junior officer in a cement company, where I was told that dealer is God and cement is prasad. Learning from that place to coming to a place where I can work with Dr. H.K. Kwan of Nanyang Technological University, who is master of building up packing density in this world with concrete, with UGBFS and microfine cement, and getting into Bureau of India standards specified with committee name or written with my name, and honking day in day out with Holcim Singapore and Holcim here with SCC and Ambuja. Makes me more proud to be a civil engineer, because as a civil engineer, I think a civil engineer creates legacy which he can showcase to his grandchildren. All others, other fraternity, they will showcase letters, documents and all. But if I take my grandchildren somewhere and after 30 years or 20 years or 10 years, he comes to me and says that, do you know in ML I can create your live portrait now and delete it in my mobile phone. Then I go, do you know I have done SRUIL, which was a G+60 for the first time in Mumbai coast. Have you seen that building? I'll take you to that building. Because I was involved in M100 grade, M200 grade concrete done with Samsung C&T from Samsung University near Worli, old Worli passport office, Raheja Revanta. Who are there? They were in Bombay during 2010, 11, 12, 13. They must be knowing that when SCC introduced M100 grade concrete, we went ahead from Ambuja cement side and this Alcofine and all, did M200 grade concrete with Samsung. So I am so thankful again. Thanks for your time. I think I have tried to sum up all my efforts with green cement. I am a very passionate person in promoting green. Whoever who wants to make me work for him, please call me and SMS me and send on WhatsApp. I'll be there. मैं वहाँ पे आविर्भूत हो जाऊँगा.